The Dazzling Show. Let's go.
Okay.
And you haven't changed.
Thank you.
What's the secret?
Oh, the secret is being centered and focused in your spirituality, in your relationship with God, and in serving others. That's what I like to say.
Wow.
Yes.
Good to see you again. Give me a big
Nice to
hug.
see you, honey.
Hanging
And you're
out
all
here.
grown up.
Yeah, I'm so grown up. You too, because I watched you doing your inspirational speaking, and I was thinking, is this the same Regina I used to admire or someone else? Because you sounded so mature, so spiritual, so focused, so humbly. I'm impressed.
You grow up. Thank God for growth. We all grow up. And we can all come to that point in our lives where you are no more looking for quantity, you're no more looking for pizzazz, you're looking for, fulfillment. You're looking for something that will bring you joy, something that will bring you center, something that will add meaning to your life and other people's lives,
So, when you say fulfillment, what's fulfillment for you right now?
Fulfillment for me right now is finding myself with the opportunity to do the kind of job I do. I love my job. People will never stop asking me, how are you going to come from being a celebrity to being a nurse?
Yeah.
Being a celebrity, I was there for myself. Yeah, I earned money, I had all the glory, I had all
very
that.
famous and glamorous.
Yeah, and I had people fawning over me, and that was all about me.
Yeah.
But if I were to write the story of my life at that time, what would I say was my contribution to humanity? How have I been, or how was I able to influence other people's lives? In what way was I able to help? Maybe I helped in some way, but the way I'm helping right now is the way that brings me joy. And I feel so psyched when I'm on the team, right, that will bring somebody who was so close to death, so near death, bring them right back from the brink, Somebody comes in comatose, wielding gunshots or losing a limb, emergency situation, trailer rolled over, and then you say code, everybody, comes in, we get the drips, we get the, AEDs to shock them back, and we fight and we fight and we fight. Sometimes we win, bringing them back, sometimes we lose. At that time, you just have to step back and let God do what He has to do.
Wow.
We just do our best. I feel so psyched to constantly be in that situation, and then to watch these people recover, get on their feet, and say thank you. The person that was wielding half dead now walks on his own 2 feet. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing for me. It's amazing.
I mean, that's interesting because looking at you and the Regina Asakia, who used to live in Nigeria, I see you as being very fragile, sexy, really didn't care much about anyone. And like you said, but yourself, because it was all about the fame and the glamour and the beauty and the money and the fancy cars and the luxury, and going from that to being this registered nurse is...
It doesn't mean that I do not have the luxury, or I do not have the life, or I do not have, I have it, but it's a very different environment, Out here, if I want to have the kind of life I had in Nigeria, I'm going to pay an arm and a leg for it. It's not worth it, Labor is very cheap in Nigeria. If I go to Nigeria the way I am and I'm earning the kind of money I'm earning, I will live like a princess, like a queen back there, definitely. But to be here, to experience a society where you are taught to be humane, where you are taught to appreciate each other, care for each other, I really appreciate it. So I am no longer Barbie girl.
You used to be the Barbie. Yeah, but basically, even if you still have the glamour, the luxury, the life you used to have in Nigeria, I'm thinking more about you being so glamorous and then being this nurse in the hospital that have to care for other people, being so tender and so caring. And because a lot of times when we think about nurses, we don't think about glamorous, beautiful ladies.
There are glamorous, beautiful ladies who are nurses, in the hospitals here. There are so many. Nursing in Nigeria is not as respected. It's not even as supported as they ought to be.
Yeah.
If you're a nurse in Nigeria and you want to practice here, you have to take the exam, you have to take the boards, and you have to get the license to practice here. You know, I'm looking forward to a situation where we'll be able to revamp the nursing industry in Nigeria and bring it up to par, so that you can take the exam in Nigeria, the same exam we take here, to be licensed, and then be able to practice anywhere in the world. You know, they're beautiful nurses, they're glamorous ladies who choose a life of service, you know, to others. You know, people will sing your praises, people will fawn over you, but you know, for me, it will always come back to that thing about service. It's very critical for me.
Yeah, but even when you're still beautiful, glamorous, and a nurse, for me, I can think about it. A lot of my family members try to talk me into it, but you know, I can't stand blood. I get traumatized by trauma. That's what I'm saying. So when I'm looking at you and you're looking so fragile and so beautiful and so lovely, and then being able to stand, you know, the
Blood
hospital
and
environment.
gore.
Yeah, so it's like this soft, fragile person outside, and then this strong, independent woman inside you. It's amazing for me.
Thank you. I think it has a lot to do with your spirituality too. We all need to be able to anchor to a higher power, you know, because it's not just you. You need constant reinforcement, constant reinvention of yourself, constant understanding of your direction and purpose. Otherwise, you're going to be, you know, you're not going to be really happy with yourself, and maybe you face some kind of depression because you feel you're just drifting, you're not making an impact, you're not, you know, fulfilling your purpose.
That's the fulfillment.
You know,
so I understand it right now, because you have always been in the medical field. I am not. Maybe that's why I find it strange to think about being a nurse. And you studied medicine in the University
I
of
started
Lagos.
out studying medicine, but then I wasn't ready for medical school at 17. So I got kicked out of medical school.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
But then I graduated in biology.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
you know, because in the press in Nigeria, it's all about Regina Asakia, the medical student, you know. You didn't get to hear about, you know, you studying biology.
I actually graduated. I moved from University of Calabar, where I was studying medicine, to University of Lagos and graduated in biology, and put it aside, produced health and beauty programs, you know, got on television and all the brouhaha, and then, you know, made full circle right back to the medical field. Yes.
Wow, okay, so do you miss all the hypes going on in Nigeria about Nigerian celebrities and a lot of the friends you had back home? And
you know, all I can say is I have been there, done that. Been there, done that. I used to get seriously hyped by being able to get on a private plane, fly to where I want, you know, get the best roles, get paid a lot of money, but, you know, just live like I'm dizzy, you know? But, like I said, at a point, you stop and think. Stop and ask yourself, is this what I want my life to be? The answer was no to me. You know, when you tell me about hype, I say, I've been there, done that. I am so impressed.
The Ada Slim Show. Let's go.